My name's Lisa von Massow, and I own and operate the Sandler franchise out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I decided about 5 years ago I'd buy a Sandler training franchise. I'd come from the training and development world and spent 25 plus years selling training solutions and consulting solutions. And frankly, up until that point, I had never even heard of Sandler. The reason I bought the business was that I was very impressed with the curriculum. One of the first questions that I asked myself when I went to Discovery Day and they were trying to sell me this business, could I sell this? Was this something that people would buy, or was this just, a half-baked idea and a concept? And the reality is that the value of the product, the intellectual property that we have access to, that sold me on day one. After about 2 weeks of what we call initial training, they sent me home, and when I showed up at my doorstep, there were business cards, letterhead, and packages of content and manuals sitting on my doorstep. I had a legitimate business within the first 3 weeks of signing up and becoming a part of this network. I had the ability to go out and start talking to people and having meetings, and I had an entire machine standing behind me, backing me up, even though I was only days into being my own boss. So I did the behaviors, I followed the plans and the coaching advice that I got from people who'd done this long before me and done it successfully, and that's how I got my business started. One of the most unexpected surprises that has come out of running my franchise has been how much it impacted my personal life. At the time that I made the decision to become my own boss and purchase a Sandler training franchise, I considered that to be a very logical business decision, and that this would help me grow and develop from a professional sense. And it has. I think it's made me a better salesperson. I know it's made me a better salesperson. But what I didn't anticipate was how it would impact my personal life, my ability to communicate, to listen better. And I can honestly tell you, it made me a better mom, a better wife, a better sister, a better friend. And I really am pleased and thrilled with who this opportunity has developed me into, not just from a business perspective and as a business professional, but as a person. Before I joined the Sandler Network, I had spent the bulk of my career working for corporate, traveling. I had the good fortune of doing a lot of global travel, and my clients tended to be, Fortune 5s, Fortune 100 type companies. I would sell them training and consulting type solutions. So Sandler felt like a good fit for me, and an opportunity for me to leverage what I had done for so many decades before, going forward into the next phase of my life and the journey I was about to embark on. I can't say enough about the support I receive either from Sandler Training corporate office out of Baltimore, but also my master franchisee in Canada. I have an entire network of people who are 15 minutes away from me and people who are across the globe that I know at a moment's notice I could pick up the phone and tell them my troubles or what I might be facing. And number one, they've faced that too. And number two, they're going to help me pull myself back together, put the pieces back together, and move forward. When you join this network, you're not joining it and doing this as an island unto yourself. In fact, if you try and run the business that way, it's not likely to be a success. So I can't thank the corporate and Canadian offices enough, and my network, for helping me achieve the success and goals that I'm achieving.